So today I'm just going to do a quick tutorial on how to mount the jewelry into this custom vise. So I've got 4 pieces for the 4 jewelry slots, and I'll also go on how I created this in Gravotech and how we can use this template to engrave on each letter. So these ones, because they're so small, is a little bit more difficult to mount, but this one goes in this slot here, so I've got one hand unfortunately, but the easiest way to do it is just open it by a tiny slit, and then while pressing down with one hand, just tighten the vise with the other, and you can see that is now in, and it's nice and tight, it's not going to move anywhere. And you can see it's also nice and flat. So again, a little bit easier with 2 hands, but that is the necklace. Okay, I'm back. So that was a little bit tricky with one hand, but with 2 hands it's quite easy to mount. That should stay nice and tight, and then yeah, obviously when you're engraving, just make sure the chain is out of the way. Alright, so let's go through the software, how we're going to engrave once we have it in. So this is my jig design that I use, so I just copied a cutout of each charm, and then I just added these little shapes here just for where the chain's going to go, because it does take up a little bit of space. So basically this is how you're going to determine which one is which, and I'll add a little label on the jig as well. But basically if we click our text icon, so that's way too big, let's make it a bit smaller, so I'm going to go 1.2 I think, and change it to a single line font. Single line, and then if I click my icon here, now I can move this around to any position that I want. So I can line this up to be in the center, and then I can just Control C, Control V to copy it. And yeah, we can just put in whatever letters we want here. And you can line it up a bit better, it might take a few little tests to get it right, but basically that's how we're going to engrave. And then let's say, because in the template we'll obviously have letters for all of them. That one J. You'll have your template like this, and then when you go in, you'll just double click to edit the letter, etc. Or you can click on the letter and click the T icon to enter text mode. So that's how you'll be editing it. But if you only want to do one engraving at a time, if I select this and then I Control click, so just hit Control, click with the mouse to select both of them. Now if I go to engrave, and I'll just preview this, you can see, zoom in actually, it's only going to engrave S and N. And that's because we have selected them. So that's the easiest way. I just Control click to select whichever jig you're choosing, and do it that way.